Have you noticed that ever since the pandemic started, so many people's businesses have shut down? Restaurants, which used to be flooded with people, gone. Tour companies that were so busy, you know, passenger after passenger, guest after guest, finished. Then, companies that used to offer visa services, airport services, so many businesses that were dependent on new people coming in, travel. It's all finished. Where you had nightclubs where people were dancing, and where you had movies, and everything has changed, man, ever since this COVID pandemic. And with this, initially people were lost. They're like, what the fuck to do? It was never heard of. Lock yourself in the house and stay there. I mean, nobody had to face this ever. And all of a sudden, it was like, fuck, this is really lock yourself in the house. And people are wondering, like, how long? People thought maybe 3 days, 1 week. But then 1 week became 2 weeks. 2 weeks became a month. And very soon you saw zero travel. Anyone ever imagined zero travel? I remember China, Dubai, Hong Kong, America were planning to have the biggest airports and, prepare for the biggest tourism year. Even Thailand, people were actually expanding. They were building more hotels. Here, they ended up building, I think, more than 500 new 7-Eleven. Like 7-Eleven, those stores, 7-Eleven, Family Mart, 500 of them on this tiny little island. Yeah. Fuck, it was crazy, man. Having 500 shops where you can buy ice cream and chips and cold drinks. Why? Because they were expecting a boom in tourists. I know people who literally constructed a new hotel. I know people who bought new jet skis, that machine where you can fly up from the water shooting down. I don't know, what do you call that, hoverboard or something like that. I know people who purchased new scooters and cars because they would give it on rent. Brand new. I know one guy who literally opened this new shop, scooters for rent. And I think he purchased like 30 or 40 scooters, all same color, all orange. Fuck, everyone was gearing up for the new year. This is 2019, October, November, December. Every day on this island, there used to be full moon parties. Full moon means the whole night you're dancing, singing, drugs and alcohol and girls and having sex, and fuck, it was crazy. You would get, like where I'm walking here, you would see people walking, so many. The main road would be so full of fucking rush, man. It was crazy. This went on for this thing. People are getting ready for the new season. And then January, everything fucking shut down. And then people are like, okay, it'll be for 1 week. It became 2 weeks, 15 days. And then, fuck, it became 1 month. And then they're like, okay, how long? It became 2 months, 3 months. And nobody thought it would go for a year. And now we are in the second fucking year. And now when I go out, those hotels, which are supposed to open and brand new and shut down. So many, you won't believe, so many fucking shops. Massage parlor, tourist shops, gift shops, and McDonald's and KFC, all of them fucking empty, man. I'll see if I can share a video with you. Fuck, they were all empty. I remember going to certain streets where there were all these bar girls and prostitutes and clubs and all that. On the street itself, you'd park a van with alcohol and you could sell and all that. Fuck, it was like a line full of them, and girls are dancing there, and tourists would come on the bike and pick up a girl, and totally empty. Nobody. I remember the Thai government was even saying that they have to protect the ecology because so many tourists are coming and it's polluting the water and the fish and the coral reefs. And now by default, it's automatically being cleaned up. Nature is coming back to like a reset button. Now, with this, like this silence that you can hear here, there's nobody. I can go on the main road, there's nobody there. So many people have lost their livelihood. And I'll tell you, this has kind of given rise to so many people changing their business strategy. Like, for example, you see online, how many film actors, actresses have started YouTube channels, have started, like you can rent their services to say, hi, this is so-and-so. You know that guy who's Thor, Chris Hemsworth. He has, I don't know which website. You can pay him money, like $500 or $100. He'll give a message. Hey, hi, how are you? This is Chris Hemsworth. And you can even ask him to be, this is Thor speaking to you. And you get even, Nicki Minaj or Cardi B. They'll say, hey, sweetie, I love you. Hey, take care. They'll give you a message, personalized message for $500 or $800. You know that Shark Tank, Kevin O'Leary, he has for $1,500 he'll endorse your business and say, that's an amazing business concept. He's an amazing guy. I really liked his idea. And people are questioning the ethics and morals of him doing this, Need to wait. People are questioning the ethics of him trying to do business this way, He's endorsing someone who he has never met, whose business he doesn't know, whose product he has never used. And he's saying, that's a great product, you need to try it. Now, there are many people who are making fun of these celebrities. There are many people who are making fun of these celebrities and, what the fuck, desperate. But the fact of the matter is, before, there were these opportunities and moments where you could make money this way. Now there are none. So how do you survive? At some point you have to start working. You can't lock yourself up in the house, right? And if you have a lifestyle that is where you pay so much money and all that for expenses, servants, how do you manage? Just think of all these people who had invested in scooters and cars, new equipment, purchased new hotels, paid the contract for a year, only to have nothing happening there. How many people became bankrupt, To shut down a business, close down and go away. You're talking of years and years of savings that have been put. So what is the main thing I'm trying to tell you through this? See, just as the environment has changed, COVID has really challenged people. Many have lost jobs, like cabin crew. Once upon a time, you'd see cabin crew showing off on their Instagram. They're going to different places, resorts, hotels, and taking sexy photographs this way and showing their, in a bikini and their bodies and traveling around the world and showing that they're living a successful life. Now they are finished. Now they have to work in some hotel somewhere, or life is very different. So, you have to change, you have to evolve. I think the main question you need to ask yourself is, how can I make more money? How can I earn? And I've always told you this, make more money in less time. That is what you should be focused on. Gone are those days where you can think of an employment structure as being permanent. Today, everything is temporary. And I'll tell you, that is something that keeps me really worried. I'm always afraid. Okay, now I have YouTube as a way to earn. Okay, what else can I do to earn more money? Which other platform can I go and market or sell my services? What new services can I offer? I'll tell you, it's not that I have not thought about, okay, should I sell website services? Should I, sell my services as a vlogger? Should I do blogging? Should I be a ghost writer for someone? I've thought of so many options. I've tried so many options. You might find this really odd, but I even offered my services to be a script writer for a company. And the CEO of the company asked me to send my credentials to him. Well, obviously, because it was a company in US, they were going to pay good money. And this is when I started my career. When I sent him my credentials, he was like, Loy, you are as qualified as me, if not more. And I don't think it would be right for me to have someone like you report to me. He straight away told me, your credentials are impressive. I do not know why you feel the need to work for me. He's saying, I'm sorry, but you're too you're too qualified. You're overly qualified, you know. He was in complete awe of my work that I'd done online and my presence, my brand. And this is before I was making money like what I'm making now. So it was tough. And I went through this 5 years ago when I just came here and was just setting up shop, as they say, you know. So see, the main thing that I want to tell you is we all have to figure out ways and means to make money. We all have to. Don't think for a moment that, oh shit, they are lucky. You know, I'll tell you, everyone is afraid. Except, of course, if you're filthy rich where, you know, you have millions of dollars. I'm not talking of Jeff Bezos or Elon Musk kind of money. If you have around 50, 60 million in the bank and you're living a simple life, you can manage. But most of us are not in that 50, 60 million category. Most of us are not even in the $1 million category. So for us, people like us, we need to really think about what is next. That is why, you know, I'm constantly thinking of ways and means to make money. Constantly. Never stopping. And that's one thing which I want to tell you. See, this COVID now has shaken up the world. Has forced people to think, how can I earn money? How can I reinvent myself? How can I get a new job? And this should not stop. We cannot live how we used to live before. I mean, when I look at the people who are here, imagine for 12 years, 15 years of their life, they had tourists coming in. I know this one guy, he came here when this island was nothing. He purchased a plot of land for a couple of $100,000, built a hotel and all that. Those days there were no rules, regulations, nothing. Purchased it, became his. And over the time where this property boomed up, today that whole place that he purchased for $100,000 or whatever is worth maybe 50, 60 million. And he was minting money every single fucking month, making like $100,000 every single month. Just imagine, $100,000 month after month after month after month. He was fucking millionaire, man. And now, one full year, zero revenue. Zero. Just imagine, before you're making 100 million every month, and now it's zero. What the fuck do you do? You'll of course think like, what the fuck do I do now? I need to make money somehow. So this pandemic has forced us to rethink what we are going to do, how we are going to live our lives, how we are going to make money. We can't live like before, man. At least for the next 50 years, for this generation of ours, this lifespan of ours, we will all have to force ourselves to rethink our strategy. Otherwise, you cannot survive. Just like these actors and celebrities, they're doing Zoom sessions. Before, who used to do Zoom? Now we do Zoom interviews, work remotely from home, market and sell services online, try to be a freelancer, you know, offer consultation services, you know, do what these actors and actresses are doing. You know, many of them have even resorted to porn, fans only. It's all about matter of survival, yeah. So all I want to tell you through this is, it's not just because these are challenging times. You and I have to figure out how to make money. We have to figure out how to make money. And even if times become better tomorrow, don't stop. Don't put all your eggs in one basket like cryptocurrency or this or that. Everything that goes up has to come down. That's why for me, I'm always like, fuck. Today I'm making money, don't take it for granted. Think of next month, think of next month, think of next month. You know, and always be careful, because you do not know when your luck will run out. Anyway, just wanted to share this with you. A few words of observations of life. And so just make sure that you don't get too comfortable with life, and always keep away all your money, whatever you earn for the month, and start a new month or a new day as if you're zero. That will push you to work harder. So anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you. Let me know your thoughts. It's me signing off. You guys take care.